And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is Inktober and Artists. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who's supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's MURDY creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us to keep up to date with our daily photos and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors on the website, or you can get a blank one on Amazon Prime. All right, so today we're talking about Inktober and Artists. And just to let you guys know, for those of you who don't know what Inktober is well, I guess Instagram is probably where I believe it started, is an Instagram holiday that's a month-long event, and there is a gentleman who his name is, I should have done more research before I jumped into this, but he does, every October, he comes up with 30 writing prompts. And for example, the day one writing prompt was fish, right? So they're very simple, very open-ended, just kind of a specific either concept like fear or poison. You know, they have like a certain, just one word, and they're an inspiration point. They're designed to inspire you to think. And the idea of Inktober is that for artists, but for everybody, this is true, just doing something is an important part of getting better at something. And the original artist wanted to work on improving his ink and pen drawing skills. And so he decided that he was going to come up with these 30 prompts, and then every day in October, he was going to draw something in pen and ink. He was going to post it. It became an absolute sensation. It's still going on to this day. It's actually gotten to be quite large. If you're looking for some amazing artists, you just want to see cool art, go check out the Inktober 2020, or just Inktober in general, Inktober, hashtag on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere. You'll be able to see some amazing, amazing artists do some really inspired work. I've always been very impressed with what they're able to do. I've never been very good at pen and ink myself. I'd like to be better about it. Mostly because the thing about pen and ink is it actually makes beautiful engravings. For a little while, we had one of our artists, a local artist that we had worked with, do Inktober drawings, and then we would take her Inktober drawings and we would put them on our journals as engravings, and we had those available for a little while. And if you're an artist who wants to get something that you have done in pen and ink put on a journal, feel free to send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co. We would love to be able to help create that custom order for you. It's pretty straightforward, and they create really beautiful engravings. But I've always wanted to be better at pen and ink because I think it's what's the right way to say this? It's a style of art that has such capability to align with what we do with our journals, right? Well, with what we do with our leather. You know, it kind of fits with that art style. Not to say you can't obviously do other art that looks good on our journals. There's definitely a lot of other art that looks good, but that's one of the things where if you look at like our Tesla design or our geodesic design, they're always patent drawings, because patent drawings are by definition pen and ink. I mean, I guess nowadays I think you can do blueprints, but they're pen and ink drawings. And so if you look at, for example, our geodesic pre-engraving, you can see that it's got the beautiful shading done via straight lines in black ink. And it's just the density of the lines that creates the shading effect. So I've always loved that kind of art, and it does create truly beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. But that's where I love Inktober. I also love Inktober because the concept, the fundamental idea behind it is so prevalent in people's lives. People have, and I am definitely a victim of this myself, or a perpetrator. You got to wonder if, which one, a perpetrator of this problem myself, where if I'm not perfect at it the first time, I don't want to do it, right? There's this concept that we struggle with where we don't want to practice something because we don't like the idea that we're bad at it. So for me, I have always wanted to be a good artist. I've always wished I could draw with my hands. I've always been able to make beautiful things with my hands, like my leather journals, but I've never been able to draw and sketch things. And it would really help me in my world, right? Because lots of times I've got ideas in my head and I just can't quite get them out in the way I want to, which is why I often have to actually visibly and physically make prototypes to show people when I'm looking to kind of create something new. And I don't have a good way to be able to I'm going to draw this for you and show you what it looks like. And I'd love to be better at it, but I struggle because I don't like the fact that I'm not good at it now, which is it's like a total oxymoron, that I don't like the fact that I'm good at it now. And so I won't do the thing I need to do to be better. And it makes me think a lot about the other things that we do that with, right? I play piano. I love piano. I haven't practiced in a while, but for a long time in my life, I hated playing piano because I had to be forced to do it. Mom was like, you have to practice your piano. And I didn't like doing it. And then it got to a point where I got really good at it. And then I'm like, oh, I love doing this now. But it's like one of those things where you have to get good at something through doing it poorly. And I think the same thing is true with pen and ink. And that's why I love Inktober, is that it like the original artist said, you have to force yourself to do it. And you have to force yourself to do it badly and get over the fact that you're doing it badly so you can get better at it. I think that's true whether you're coming up with copy for Instagram posts, whether you're coming up with photography for Instagram posts, just as to pick a specific example, or whether you're just trying to be good at sports or shoot hoops. It's like we as creatures need to experience things over and over to develop the skills that those things require. And it's funny because we are able to adapt our brain and oftentimes our body so dramatically if we do it, if we commit to it, right? We're able to adapt the way, I mean, if you look at an athlete, just for an example, the difference in an athlete's body, for example, like a football player, and my body, vastly different, very, very different, almost dishearteningly so. And I think a big part of that is because they have trained and trained and trained their body. And so they have literally changed the muscle mass, the muscle density, their, even things like bone structure and the strength of their joints. Those are the kinds of things that it's the same thing with your mind, right? If you do things over and over and over, you develop not only the physical tactile skills to draw, but also the mental capability to see things in an artistic way, to be able to look at something with your eye and analyze the way the light hits it. And then you're able to replicate that with your hand. That's a complicated thing. Really, where I think a lot of this comes into play as well is with journaling. I think journaling is very much in the same boat of an artistic form of expression that people feel inherently like they're bad at and don't like doing because they don't think they're good at it. But I don't necessarily think people struggle as much necessarily with the hand part of it. Maybe handwriting is why you don't like writing. Maybe handwriting is the issue. But I think for more commonly and more often, people don't like journaling because they feel very much like exercise. Like there's a lot of time that you have to commit to doing it. And they don't necessarily like what they write, or maybe they think their life isn't interesting enough, or that they don't have much to share, or that nothing interesting happened today. And I think those are excuses. I think that's just kind of trying to take and provide yourself in a defense to not do it. And I think the advantage of something like Inktober is that it's the concept of, you know what, just do it and do it poorly and see what happens and see how you develop. And I would encourage people who are looking to journal to do the same thing. I think we're going to eventually I think one of the things we're going to be doing this moreover is we're going to be doing writing prompts in our email chains, which I talked about in the last podcast, what we're doing with our emails. But we're going to be doing writing prompts as part of our email nurturing, giving you guys more tools to really be good at journaling, part of our development. But one of the things I've been thinking is like, do we do a whole month where there's 30 writing prompts? And the idea is that you write something every day, even if it's just for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, just write something in a journal. Doesn't even have to be our journal. What do we do? What do we do? Janu journal? Something like that. I'll have to come up with something better. June journal? Anyway, we're going to come up with something. And if you've got ideas, by the way, for what we should call it, feel free to leave them in the comments below or send us an email or text us at 414-434-9001. I love hearing from you guys, and some of the ideas you guys have had for name stuff has been just spectacular. It's been very funny for me to read some of them, but I think that concept is something that's just vitally important to people. Now, I think one of the things that I wanted to talk about specifically as well is what if let's say you wanted to use one of our journals or one of our products for Inktober, for example, what would be a good option? My recommendation personally is the Mini Cut journal. And the Mini Cut journal specifically with the Moleskine watercolor insert. We are hoping to launch shortly here, and you'll see if we do it. If we end up doing it, you'll get an email about it, I promise. But what we're hoping to do is launching a short run of, if you buy this Mini Cut with this insert, it will come with that insert already installed. And so what we have to do is we have to order the inserts into the workshop, have them be able to put them in and install them right away. Now, of course, you can order any of our Mini Cut journals and just replace the insert yourself from an insert you can pick up probably at Home Depot, or not Home Depot. What is it? Barnes and Noble. Oh, that was rough. Or Target sometimes has Moleskines. But if you can, so you can do it obviously yourself, but we may end up doing a specific line of Inktober journals that are specifically designed with the watercolor inserts. And oh, by the way, if you're looking at yourself and going, we're already pretty decent way into October. I'm already late. Just start today. Start with day one and just do it for the next 30 days. It doesn't have to be October that you do it. It's just that's the idea. So it's just a clever name, right? You want to do 30 days in a row of that. So definitely, I mean, you can even wait to get it to start that. But I think the mini cut is nice because, for example, this is a mini cut. It's about the size of my hand. It's easy to fit in a purse or in a backpack or a back pocket. I put mine in my back pocket of my jeans. And I mean, obviously, if you're looking for a bigger canvas to work on, going with one of our classic cuts, metric cuts, or something like that might be a more appropriate choice. But I like the mini cut because I like having a little bit smaller of a workspace. It doesn't feel like I have as much pressure to make this big, beautiful, incredible spread, and instead kind of can focus on just what do I really want to write, what do I really want to sketch, what do I really want to do with that page, and keep it relatively contained. It helps keep it as well from a time perspective, a relatively shorter amount of time because you can spend a little less time trying to build this big spread. So I would recommend the mini cut. Obviously, we have a lot of great options for artists and those who are looking to do stuff. And if you're an artist and you're saying, here's the thing I want, or here's something I like using, do you have something that is compatible or similar, or could you make some? I mean, all of that kind of stuff is something we want to hear about because we are always looking for ways to help artists and help everybody find the right tools for them. And I think people can be surprised by how much we actually have as far as capabilities go. So definitely reach out to us if you have anything like that. And I really do, for those of you who are going to partake in Inktober, I do wish you well, and I am looking forward to seeing what you've got. Tag us, or if you use a Murdy Creative Co journal for your Inktober spread, please tag us. We love that stuff. And even if you just are a regular person doing Inktober on something that's not the Murdy Creative Company, just tag me in it because I want to see it. I love your guys' work, and I want to support you guys. Those of you who obviously are doing artwork now, but also artwork later. So if it's November or December or January or any other month, and you're doing something really cool and you want to show it off, and you're just looking for a little bit of support, tag me in it. I want to know. I want to see it. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in today. Be sure to check back in next Tuesday for our next topic. And don't forget to check that subscribe button and the bell notification to get alerted when we launch a new podcast. If you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, journal, folio, mask, or any other product of ours, please feel free to contact us on the main page of our website at murdycreative.co, or you can contact us via Instagram, Facebook. You can text, call, email, direct message, all the usuals. We'll do our best to get back to you as soon as possible, but we do appreciate your patience. If you do want to call us, if you're trying to get an answer in a hurry and it's between 9 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. Central Time, give us a phone call, 414-434-9001, or you can text us at that number. It's probably the fastest way to get a quick answer for things. You can also obviously send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co. We normally get back to those within one business day or so, and our business days are Monday to Friday. So if it's outside of that time, it's over a weekend, it may take a little bit longer to get back to you, but we appreciate your patience. We like to give the people a break every so often. If you're going to DM us on Instagram, just note that I'm the one that does the DMs on Instagram, and we get a lot of DMs. I don't have as much time as I would have liked to go through the DMs, so it may take a little bit of time for me to get back to you, and I appreciate your patience as I work through those. And that's something I'm working on getting better. If you think we deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. So please leave a review on the podcast, on whatever app you're listening on, or if you want to leave a review on the product, you can go to murdycreative.co/reviews with an S. And you can click on, you can see all of our amazing reviews there. But if you want to leave us a good review, there's a button for it. You click on that. It'll actually take you to facebook.com/murdycreative.co/reviews. And all of our reviews are done through Facebook because they're a good third-party platform that way you guys know I'm not just making them up. And also, if you want to, word of mouth is still the best form of advertising. So please tell your friends about it. If you want to get a little reward for doing that, and we're happy to give you the reward, definitely go in and log on our website. It's at the very top. It says log in. You can click that button, and you can either create a profile or sign in. It just needs a username or an email and a password. That's it. Once you've done that, you go to the bottom left-hand corner. There's a rewards button. Click that. There'll be a referral link in there. That referral link is tied specifically to you and to your profile. If you share that with other people and they use that link, they can get $5 off their first purchase, and you can get $5 when they complete their purchase as in-store credit. So definitely go participate in that. Share the word. It really does help people. People really like reviews from other people, so that really helps us a lot. If you have any podcast topics you want to hear more about, send them my way. I'm always happy to engage with our growing community, and I want to give you guys what you want. You can send me a text message. You can give us a phone call about them. You can send us an email. You can contact us on the website. You can send us a DM. Anything and everything is fair game to send us stuff, information about the podcast, or you can leave it in the comments below. We love coming up with a podcast twice a week is a real pain in the butt. So if you guys have topics you want to hear about, I definitely want to hear about them and talk about them. So definitely send us messages. If you're looking for multiple binders for gifts, giveaways, menus, really any reason, and it applies to any of our products, ask about our bulk discounts available. They start at the minimum order quantity of 5, and it's a cart total items. So if you have 1 of 5 things, that still qualifies for the bulk discount. So if you're looking to get your Christmas shopping done early, go check out our accessories page, for example, and you can add a few of those to your cart and get that bulk discount. If you want to get that bulk discount, you have to send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co, and we can issue you the bulk discount code for the quantity that you would like. We are hoping very shortly the website will have the bulk discount built into the website so that it automatically does the bulk discount when you hit the numbers you need. But we'll see how that gets developed. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.